don't care what the report of the doctor is. I don't care what the test is saying back to you. I am telling you that if you can see it, you will have it. You will have it. You will have it. You will have it. Now, it's going to be difficult for you to change the game if you don't have this spirit of imagination, because what makes your prayer to work, what makes your prayer to be effective, is not how loud you shout. However, there is nothing wrong with you shouting. Jesus shouted while he was praying at the tomb of Lazarus. Nothing wrong with shouting. I'm not going to fault shouting. And nothing wrong with you just praying and nobody hearing what you're saying. That's also cool. But sometimes you got to shout when the devil is shouting at you. It's not about the shout. And neither is it about voice. It's not arrange your prayer. And it has nothing to do with the tone you are using, whether you use baritone, whether you use alto, whatever. It doesn't matter. Neither does it matter what language you use. If you're struggling praying in English, you better go pray in your local language. And when you come to church for corporate prayer, whatever we say, you say in English. Read my lips, say the same, you'll be fine. But in your own prayer time, you better get hold of your own language in your own way. So it's not about language. Neither is it about the time while you are dealing in prayer. And once you deal with the root, every other thing will fall in place. Spirit of discernment. The sons of Issachar, Bible says they knew what to do per time. You want to change your financial field, game? It's not every business transaction you have to be involved in. You need a spirit of discernment. Dr. Mike Murdoch was telling us the other day that the Holy Spirit spoke to him and he said, any business transaction that does not present itself in the envelope of favor, don't be involved in it. How do you know? Spirit of discernment. Can I see favor upon this transaction? Spirit of discernment. Going to let you know it has to be green bag. That's what my mother wore. But maybe ladies then were not desperate. Ordinary and excellence is just 1%. Is the dot on the I and the cross on the T that brings out excellence. Are you willing to spend 5 more minutes to achieve excellence? Are you willing to spend 1 day to plan for excellence? Are you willing to sit down, switch off the light in the corner of your room and think about how to achieve what you want to achieve and bring the spirit of imagination into play? Are you willing to set up your 2017 the way you want it before you step it? Are you willing to see it? You have to have a go-getter mentality. People carry certificates, but they get nothing. They get nothing. If you have certificate and you cannot get things, the certification is useless. It's useless. It's useless. When something is committed into your hands, you don't have to come and tell us you have MBA. We should see the way you handle it. We should see management. We should see organization. We should see profitability. We should see reproduction. In all the things you say, the sense must be there. You can't just wake up, pray, and say the game will change. What are you willing to go for? More than what you went for before. Because you've got to do something different for your result to be different. But I guess now it's going to be a lot easier because we're going back to where we started. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 3. That our God has blessed us with the spirit of grace. It's there. It's just that you just want to download it into your life. Our God has blessed us with the capacity to be able to see beyond what we see. Spirit of imagination is already there. Our God has endowed us with the spirit of discernment, income. You have to understand, we cannot continue to do the same whole thing and expect a different result. But when we have come to God, He says we should not come. I didn't hear you. Under the gallery. In the main bowl. KICC. They brought you. Wow, who brought you? All right, what are you to him? Okay, it's your in-law. Okay. Be your